Hello everyone, my name is Master Starman, and welcome to a little video I felt like putting together. If you followed my channel for a while, it's no secret that Mario Party is one of my favorite franchises of all time. For decades, this has been a series that I could always fall back to if I ever needed a good distraction, if I ever needed to have a good time, or if I ever needed to bring out my bad side and make me want to strangle my friends. Anyways, this past E3, we got the announcement of Mario Party Superstars, a game for the Nintendo Switch that I simply cannot wait for. Ask any of my friends, and they know I've spent an endless amount of time analyzing the trailers, screenshots, and news of this game, and I figured if there's time to make this before the next Direct, I figured now should be the time. These are my thoughts and analyses on the characters, boards, what boards I want to see, minigames, and modes, and a few other things in Mario Party Superstars. And as of now, I want to just stress this here, I'm recording this in early September, so all of this could change or be radically different by the time this video goes up, or by the time the next Nintendo Direct goes up. Also, all of these opinions are just purely my own. I may say I don't want a board or a minigame you like, and vice versa, I may say I really like a board or a minigame that you really don't like, and hey, that's totally fine. These are just my own personal opinions here, but with all that being said, it's time to sit back, relax, grab some snacks, and let's get this party started. The first thing I want to start off with when discussing Mario Party Superstars are the characters, and as of now, there's not a whole heck of a lot to talk about. If we were to compare the characters that we know as of now for Mario Party Superstars to Super Mario Party, the other Switch Mario Party game, as of now, we only know 9 playable characters in Superstars, which is a lot smaller than the 20 we had in Super Mario Party. Those 9 characters being Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Wario, Donkey Kong, Waluigi, Rosalina, and Birdo. Super Mario Party also had a unique gimmick where every character got a unique dice block, which did give the game a little bit more credit, sort of giving it almost a tier list. However, given that game's structure, which I really don't want to go into very much here, and given that every character in Superstars can naturally roll a 1 to 10 dice block, I won't really miss the custom dice block gimmicks very much. Interestingly, Superstars also brings back an old face of the series who actually could see things that were getting rocky after Mario Party 9 and decided to jump ship. Yep, I'm talking about Birdo, a character introduced in Mario Party 7, appeared twice more, and then got off the ship as it was sinking only to show up again now that things are seemingly back to normal. Personally, I am pretty excited to see Birdo back. I know she is a pretty big fan favorite character, and yeah, I am looking forward to kind of seeing if there might be any more other fan-favorite characters here. On another note, one kind of glaring omission as of now is actually Princess Daisy, who debuted all the way back in Mario Party 3 for the N64, and has been in just about every Mario Party game since then. I don't have any doubts that she won't be in the game, but I do find her omission, at least for now, and I do stress again, now, a little surprising more than anything. On another note, 2 other characters who may as well be veterans at this point are Toad and Boo, and as of now, it's pretty unclear whether these 2 will make it in. We know Boo is back to being a board event, stealing coins and stars the same as ever, but also, I don't really see why a Boo can't talk to another Boo or steal stars from another Boo. It's not exactly out of the ordinary, and same for Toad. I don't really see why there can't just be another Toad on the board talking to another Toad or Toadette, especially since Toadette seems to be the one who's acting like the star host again. Again, we'll all have to wait and see. It's just something I've observed. And on one more slightly unrelated note, I do love seeing Donkey Kong playable in a bunch of minigames that he was never playable in from the later GameCube and Wii era Mario Parties. It's a very small thing, but it is something amusing that I do like to see. And those are my thoughts on the characters. All in all, you just kind of have to wait and see. It's a very minor thing at the end of the day, but I'm sure there will be some more surprises down the line. Mario Party Superstars features 5 boards from the N64 era of the series, and while that number may seem small to some, it isn't that out there. Mario Party 2 and 3 each started with 5 boards and both had one unlockable board, which does kind of make me wonder a bit if Superstars would have an unlockable board too to help round it out to an even 6, and also having 2 boards from Mario Party 1, Mario Party 2, and Mario Party 3 each. Just a little observation. But also, while 5 boards might be a little bit small, it is still more than what Super Mario Party had, and those boards are also much smaller. Compare this, and this, or this, and this, and you can see it's just very much night and day how much bigger and honestly more to life the old boards had. So I really don't mind that there's only 5 classic boards that are obviously a lot bigger, because that's still more than what the Switch Mario Party also had. As for the boards themselves, we have Peach's Birthday Cake from Mario Party 1, Spaceland from Mario Party 2, and Woody Woods from Mario Party 3. The latter isn't exactly confirmed, except that it's literally on the box art of the game, so why wouldn't it be if it was? On first glance, these 2 boards look about the same, however, I've noticed quite a number of differences between the two, notably this bridge. In the original board, you had to pay a toll Goomba to get a random lottery ticket determining if you went to the star or went to Bowser. It was a frustrating and expensive experience, but it defined the board. In Superstars, the Goomba's at the lower junction, making it seemingly a lot easier to get the star, and I'm not really sure how this will play out or affect things in the grand scheme. But it will be worth looking at. Bowser's Island's also going in a bit of a reverse direction, so I'm not really sure what to think of this. As for the board itself, you'll be able to buy cheaper Piranha Plants that can steal coins, and the bigger ones for stars. In the original, it was just the bigger plants that only stole stars. Something I have a very good history with.
Oh, what? Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! You've gotta be kidding!
Lastly, I noticed they did also add a shop on the board, but the board also doesn't seem to have any item spaces. Considering skeleton keys aren't on the board, I imagine this was probably an easier way to omit those than to code an entire separate set of item spaces in minigames that just omit skeleton keys, but I'm not sure, and that's thinking way too far into the how things work scheme of things. Either way, with items and lucky spaces on top of the mechanical changes to this board, it's easily the most different board we've seen in this game so far, and I am curious to see how it will play out. I wasn't a huge fan of this board, barring my history with it, but it is interesting to kind of see it back, and hey, the song's catchy. Now, Spaceland, and oh boy, this is the one I'm most excited for. In fairness, there aren't that many major changes I've noticed. Some individual space locations are a tiny bit different, but still faithful enough to how it was in the original game. Star locations, now indicating by these nice little indents, are still in the same spots as before, and I was quite glad to notice that change on my own and realize that they added little indents to show where the stars are. I thought that was a really nice touch. The only noteworthy change I could find, which could legitimately change how this board functions, involves the Sniffit patrols that'll send you into a different location. In the original game, there was originally a girder here in this upper right corner that would send you off to the beaten path directly in the line of the Bowser cannon. And in Superstars, it doesn't do that, sending you more down on the path towards Boo. It's a very, very small change in difference, and we'll have to kind of see how this will affect things in the grand scheme of things. Also on the line of the Bowser laser, it apparently now fires even if nobody's in the path, and that's just a minor thing, but it's a change worth noting from the original game anyway. All in all, though, I love this board. Loved it ever since I was a kid. It has a banger-ass soundtrack, and I cannot wait to play this a lot once Superstars comes out. And that just brings us to Woody Woods. Now, we obviously don't know a whole lot about how this plays in Superstars, although from the screenshot, it looks pretty faithful to the original. Not really many changes to the layout, and other than it looking a lot prettier and the new animals look a lot cuter, it was always a board I was kind of just neutral on. It was always kind of a middle-of-the-road board for me in Mario Party 3. I don't hate it or anything, but yeah, it's an okay board to bring back, I suppose. I'll be curious to kind of see how it plays out again, but I'm thinking largely about the same as before. And with all that, that just leaves us with the boards I'd personally like to see. I'll be looking over every other board for Mario Party 1, 2, and 3, and just a short little statement on why I do or don't think we'll see it in Superstars. Again, these are just my own opinions, and also some formed from conversations I've had with other fellow streamers and Mario Party enthusiasts. Some of these boards, I'd love to be proven wrong in seeing in these, but some of them I objectively don't really see. Whether just too similar to other boards we know of, or just other reasons. Mario's Rainbow Castle. I would actually love to see this board, because I really do love this board, and I especially love the music here. I would love to hear that remixed. However, I gotta say, after talking with some friends and streamers, it's a bit similar to Peach's Birthday Cake in that it is essentially a linear path. So, much as I would love this over Peach's Birthday Cake, I don't really see it too much. Luigi's Engine Room. This is another one that I really have doubts on, because also talking with other friends and streamers, the gimmick of this board is a bit too similar to Woody Woods in more ways than one, so I kinda have my doubts on this one here. Mario's Battle Canyon. I'd be very shocked if they actually brought this back. I don't think they will, but I'd be shocked about that. Donkey Kong's Jungle Adventure. I don't know, this board's a little bit foresty. It's a different aesthetic enough, but it's a bit too similar to Woody Woods, I find, in just aesthetic. So, and I also think this board's just a little simple as well. Not terrible, it's one of the better boards in Mario Party 1, but it's definitely a little bit basic. Yoshi's Tropical Island. Out of all the boards from Mario Party 1, this is the one I want to see the most. Has a unique layout, unique design, very interesting gimmick of playing it, and it's just a really fun board to play on, and also it has a banger track that plays. I would love to hear this one remixed. Please do that. Bowser's Magma Mountain. I'd sooner Bowserland. Eternal Star. This would be a really cool surprise, but I don't really see it. The gimmick is very much out there. I don't think we're gonna have a board that has 7 star spaces at once again, not to mention all the dang chance times. But I gotta say, out of all the boards, this would probably be the most interesting one for just seeing come back in HD, and especially this music. I would personally be really on board with that, but I just don't see it too much. Pirate Land. I'll be honest, I don't really like this board too much. If I had to pick between this or Yoshi's Tropical Island, I would pick that one in a heartbeat. It's not that I even inherently hate Pirate Land now, I just really hate the bridge gimmick. Although, given what they did with Mega Fruit Paradise and Super Mario Party, I could still see this one. Western Land! I actually wouldn't mind this one to return, I just don't know how much I see it. I've always kind of liked this board, though. Mystery Land! Please, no. Horrorland! This is basically the fan favorite board of Mario Party 2, and yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing this board return. The game also comes out mere 2 days before Halloween, so why not? Why not have some Halloween love here? Bowserland! Out of all boards from Mario Party 2, and out of all the finale boards in the series, I hope this one gets in above all else. Bowserland is my favorite finale board of the entire series, and it's just chaotic but well designed. I would really love to see this board brought back again. I would be very excited if it did. And full transparency, I don't really have too much attachment to the Mario Party 3 boards. It's the Mario Party game I probably have the least attachment to, and also just the only one that I don't really own, at least as far as the classic series goes. So some of my opinions on these boards are maybe a little bit skewed, but yeah. Chilly Waters! I like the idea of this board. It has a nice design aesthetic. I like the kind of Christmassy vibe to it, but I don't know, it's a little simple. I'm not really sure. Deep Bloomer Sea! Personally, I actually quite like this board, but I don't know, I just don't know how much I see it for some reason. Spiny Desert! I would be surprised if they brought this board back given its inherent 2-star Mirage gimmick. Creepy Cavern! Personally, I was just never a big fan of this board. It's a bit big, but a bit basic and kind of annoying to traverse, and also one time I thought my house was on fire the one time I rented this game as a kid, and yeah, that was not fun. Waluigi Island! Out of all the remaining boards from Mario Party 3, this is the one that I've never played on, but I could see this getting in above all the others. It's a very, very chaotic board that exudes the perfect energy for a finale board, and while I personally picked Bowser Land over it, I could see this one being a very fun time. And those are my thoughts on the boards. I could go into a bunch of vague thoughts on the GameCube boards, but at this point I don't really expect them considering they said they were sticking with just the N64 era. And I'm not sure how well a lot of those big 3D boards of Mario Party 5 onward would meld with Mario Party 1 to 3's flatter aesthetics. And honestly, Mario Party 4's boards are a bit too boring for me to care about. And with that, that just leaves us with the minigames. As of now, these are the minigames that we know are confirmed. All in all, I think it is a good list. I just have a few interesting points of interest to make here. First thing that caught my eye are the abundance of Mario Party 3 minigames, and as of now, we know there's about 18 of these, and to be honest, I think that number's only gonna go up, and for one major reason. We know the item minigame Bobbing Balloons was shown, confirming that Superstars is gonna have item minigames. I'm kinda wondering if we might get 3 more item minigames from Mario Party 2 and 3 from Mario Party 3, totaling 6 total? My personal theory is that we might get around 15 Mario Party 1, 15 Mario Party 2, and 20 Mario Party 3 minigames, which this would add up fine for the Mario Party 3 side of things. Adding 2 more item minigames from Mario Party 3 would cap that off at 20, and while I'd be a tiny bit bummed Mario Party 3 would have 1/5 of the minigames in this game, I'd be kinda glad too, because Mario Party 3 has a lot of good minigames, but it has a lot of crappy ones too, mostly from the battle minigames. And as of now, we're getting mostly pretty great minigames, with a couple exceptions, And I guess the only other thing I have to guesstimate for those numbers of 15, 15, and 20 is that it would bring up an even half the minigames from Superstars being from the N64 era, which, given that that's what the boards are focused on, I think that's a fair guess to go off of. I also want to bring up that there were a couple minigames that have been kind of unofficially shown, as well as one with a name we don't know. As of now, there are 3 minigame icons that have been shown on pause screens, one of which depicts Cake Factory from Mario Party 2, another depicts Catch You Later from Mario Party 6, and there's also a treasure chest, which could really mean a number of games, so it's kind of hard to speculate this one here. It could mean anything ranging from Buried Treasure, Deep Sea Divers, Treasure Divers, Pipe Maze, Team Treasure Trek, Treasure Trawlers, just a number of things really. However, there's also a minigame called Tread Carefully, and as of now, this is likely another instance of a minigame name being changed. For those who don't know, in Mario Party the Top 100, the minigame Toadstool Titan from Mario Party 3 was changed to Mush Pit, which I don't know why, and I don't think anyone knows why, and for some reason they're still keeping that name in Superstars. But everyone thinks this is another case for Tread Carefully. Whether this might be a minigame like Tightrope Treachery, Paths of Peril, or some other minigame, we really don't know yet. However, we might hopefully know soon enough. We'll have to tell in time. I guess the only other minor thought I have on this is, during the Nintendo Treehouse event where they played Superstars for about 45 minutes, literally the entire time was only showing Nintendo 64 era minigames. We know minigames from the GameCube and Wii U era, the one Wii U game, were confirmed, and they're likely selectable from these lists like normal, but it makes me wonder if there might be an option to have just N64 era minigames enabled, or if the GameCube era stuff wasn't ready to be shown off at the time, or what exactly. Either way, it's just something I was curious about more than anything, and I'm sure that won't matter too much in the end, but it is something I definitely noticed. As far as what's being shown and what hasn't, well, overall, I think the N64 era stuff is pretty great. We have some stinkers. I'm not too crazy about Joy-Con Drift Tug of War. Cheap Cheap Chase is garbage. Or, to be honest, a lot of the Mario Party 2 minigames they showed off are not what I would call great, but conversely, there's a lot of great games in here. We got Facelift, we have Crazy Cutter, which somehow missed out on Mario Party the Top 100. We got Bobsled Run, Mushroom Mix-Up, Eats a Pizza, etc. The only real glaring omission I can see from this era is either Waterworld, Ridiculous Relay, or Aces High from 3, and I'm only listing those because that song really should be in this game. God, I love that song. Also, I do wonder, for some cases in minigames that appear in Mario Party 1 and 2, if we would possibly get both variants of certain minigames. I have doubts on this. Mario Party the Top 100 didn't do this, and Superstars seems to show a logo for what game a minigame is originally from, and for some it just wouldn't really work too. For example, Dungeon Dash has more hazards than Desert Dash did. Balloon Burst is a 2 vs 2 and not a 4-player. But why not get both Bobsled Run courses? Why not extra pictures for Tipsy Turny and Crazy Cutter? Why not get all the tracks for Slot Car Derby? It's just a thought at the end of the day, but I do kind of have some doubts on that. It would be cool, but I'm not really sure I see that. As for the later era of Mario Party games, I'm mostly fine with what we've seen so far. I'm glad that Ice Hockey is back, and I hope we get the time options again, which I've heard were missing from Top 100. Beach Volley Folly is also back, and I kind of hope we also get the Mario Party 5 options that brought, but from the looks of things, it might just be the Mario Party 4 variant of it. But I have some minor doubts. All in all, though, I'm just glad with what we've seen. Pushy Penguins, Coney Island, Rocky Road, the final countdown! Mass Meteor, oh my god, the music from Mass Meteor. Please tell me Superstars won't screw up the minigame music like Top 100. Please keep that song the same, damn it! All in all, I'm just very glad with what we've seen, and thus, I'm just excited for everything here. Here's just a small list of minigames I hope that do make it into Superstars. All in all, I do think the minigame list looks promising for Superstars so far, and I am looking forward to seeing what other minigames get confirmed in the near future. I wanted to touch on this very briefly, because from what I've seen with the items, they seem to be mostly back to a good price balance and not stupidly overpowered like they were in Super. While the coins seem abundant thanks to Lucky Spaces, I am curious how that will affect the flow of gameplay overall. Coinstar also remains to be seen, and from what we've seen, Superstars seem to have Super's dumb system of bonus stars, where they only awarded 2 stars for a full 20-turn game here, rather than the classic. I'm not super crazy about this, but it'll remain to be seen how it would affect things in the grand scheme of things. It does feel a little iffy, though, that we can't really rely on the traditional minigame coin and happening stars, though. Lastly, and this is a very minor point, but I was talking with some others about Superstars one time, and it brought to my attention about the other game modes. In the E3 Direct, they mentioned that all game modes will work with online, which does kind of make me wonder what we might get as far as side modes go. I imagine basic minigame free play, sure, but as far as everything else, that's a pretty hard question, and I'm not really sure what else we may or may not even get. It's a small thing, but I do kind of hope there's a good balance of side modes and not having an afterthought party mode, though from what I've seen, I've had my doubts. But again, that'll all kind of remain to be seen. It would be nice to get some stuff like a minigame island or a minigame decathlon again, but we'll kind of wait to determine that. And what other game modes should we get from this game? If you have any thoughts, then maybe sound off in the comments below. All in all, whether they decide to do DLC for this game or not, I'd love that, but it is hard to say. If we got new boards, characters, or minigames, then yes, I would definitely buy it. But as it stands now, this is still looking to be a really great game that I had no idea I wanted as much as I did. Evidently, this video will get outdated sometime in the very near future, but I'll worry about that when the time comes. I am just excited for Superstars, and I can't wait to play this game with friends and family this fall and beyond. When the time comes, I will definitely be doing some live streams of this game. I'll probably be doing some recorded videos for the YouTube side of things. And I just hope to have a really fun time playing classic Mario Party again. It feels really great that this series is still alive after... oh god, has it really been almost a decade since Mario Party 9 came out? With all that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. I know I don't normally do too many videos like this, but I had a lot of fun doing this one, and I really look forward to having a lot of fun in making Mario Party content again. Until that day comes, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys down the line. Thank you and have a great day. Peace out.